Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday, September 8th. I hope your Labor Day weekend was restful and enjoyable. I hope your week is going well. We are past Labor Day, so we can all start thinking about fall and autumn, although my shirt is kind of still summery, but it's pretty warm here. Pretty warm here in the Kansas City area, but I think we're going to get a cool spell next couple of days, so that'll feel more like fall weather. If you're here, say hello. Make sure I can see your comments. There we go. I'd love to chat with you. Today, I do have a little announcement to make. First of all, August host code. I don't have it in front of me, but when you place an order with me, I like to send you free things. And if you use the host code when you place your order with me, this month of September, I'm trying something new. I am going to send, for every $50 order before tax and shipping, you will receive a card kit to make 3 gorgeous cards. We are not allowed to send stamped images in kits as Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, of which I am. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So you may have an sentiment tag, and then you can use whatever sentiments you have to finish your card out. But I hope to have those ready to show you real soon. It's September 8th. I should have them ready to show you now, but you're going to love them. Hi, Kathy. How are you? So the other thing I wanted to say, I've got the August host code, and if you go to my, it is not August, it's September, the September host code. If you use the September host code when you place your order, if it's $50 or more, I will send you a card kit to make 3 beautiful layered cards. Yes, Donna, for 3 cards with an order. So, as my thank you gift. I thought maybe some of you were getting tired of getting the same little gifts in the mail, so I thought let's try a card kit. So, but if you're interested in getting back the kits in the mail, maybe I should get going on that. Hi, Donna. Hi, Letha. Anything else? Oh, one more bit of news. I'm going to flip the camera around. Oh, my. You didn't want to see that, did you? This camera is going to be right in my face, but you can kind of see me in the corner. Today is the first day, and I'm getting an order in because I have been waiting for this to arrive. This little kit right here, I forget what they're calling it, but it's the one with the little elves, is available today. And I will put the information on the Facebook page as soon as I get off here today. I'll put the number and the number. Anyway, these are all-inclusive kits, so you get everything you need to make. You get a block, you get the embellishments, you get everything. You get a little stamp set to go with it. So really cute. I'm going to grab this one. I'm just worried they'll sell out. And then I'm going to wait for this one to show up. This one hasn't showed up yet, but this one is available today. If you go to my leslie.stampinup.net, leslie.stampinup.net, you can see it there, but I will put the item number up on the page here today as soon as I get off. You could also go to theplaidpoodle.com, hit shop now, and go to that website, and it will show you, it'll talk about that kit. Go to kits, and it'll be there. Today's the first day. Okay, this is the card we're going to make. It's got a little belly band. It's kind of a fun fold card. And then you open it up from both sides. It says gather together. And I did a fun little technique for the background, and that's what I thought I'd show you today. I'm using Blackberry Bliss for this, but this would work for any color. And the stamp set I'm using is the Pretty Pumpkins. I used this last week. We made these 2 cards in the last couple of weeks using the stamp set. I just love this set. It's very fall and autumn-like. But this is the card we're going to make today, and I'm going to show you how to use our stencils to create a background. You can use these in different ways. You can use these using our embossing paste. You can use these with our blending brushes and ink, like this. And you can do what we're going to do today. We're going to make a mist. And I used this one for our sample, but I wonder, let's try this one. Let's just do something new, fun, change it up a little bit. I'm going to pull in, I have this little, I bought myself a little goodie off the internet that it's metal and I can clean it really good because we might make a little bit of a mess. And then I'm going to take a piece of 6x6 basic white cardstock, and I'm going to tape that down. You can use some painter's tape or washi tape. I just don't want it to move. And then I'm going to tape my stencil right on top of that so it doesn't move. Do you have one of these, Kathy? It's a Wendy Vecchi Make Art. I don't know where I saw it. Probably scrapbook.com maybe? But it's made out of metal, and it comes with a little metallic ruler. And I've just been playing with it, so I thought I'd use it today to play with. Okay, I've taped my stencil down onto my paper, and then I've taken some Blackberry Bliss Stampin' ink, the refill, and a mister. I put my mister somewhere so it wouldn't make a mess. And wouldn't you know, I put it up real safe. Here it is. These are our Stampin' Misters, or Misters. They're in the back of the catalog. They come, I think, 3 in a set. And what I have done, this is my Mary Kay spray bottle that I've repurposed. You can use water, but when you use alcohol, rubbing alcohol, it doesn't dry up or dehydrate as fast. So I can keep this on my shelf and have it to use. I probably should grab a paper towel. I just wanted to show you how I did it. So I just put a little alcohol in there, and then the more drops of ink you put in, the deeper your color is going to be. I don't know, I put in about 3 or 4 drops. And then I shake it up. Okay, let me put lids on everything. So here's the little mist I made. I don't know, maybe in the past, mists were real popular, weren't they? So I thought I'd play with them a little bit today. And then you probably want to have like one of those disposable pie pans available, or a paper plate. I've just grabbed a bunch of paper towels because when I take this off, it's going to be pretty messy. because this is going to be wet. Okay, so I've shook it up. And like I said, you could use any of our ring inkers. And then I'm just misting, and I'm putting several coats on. It's going to be darker. I don't know if I want it this dark, but it will be what it will be. Okay, and this is when you have to be careful, is pulling your little stencil off so you don't smudge anything underneath. But there we go. Now it's going to look, what's the word? Kind of, the edges are blurred, but that's okay. That's the look we're going for. Now I'm going to go set this aside so I don't get it all over everything else. And those will wash off real easy. Just lay them in your sink. It's water-based. It should be fine. Okay, then we want this all to dry. And I've got mist all along the edges, so I'm going to pull my mine up off this board to dry. It shouldn't take too long to dry because it is alcohol based. I keep a jug of these Lysol wipes or Clorox wipes in my this is when your hands are going to get messy when you start cleaning it up. Alrighty, you can probably take a little paper towel over that. Some people put things like this when they're misting in a little box with edges, because you can see I got some around here. I'm not worried because this is my craft desk, and if it gets stuff on it, it gets stuff on it. But it's wiping off pretty good. I've always wanted to get a glass top for this desk, but I just never have investigated enough to figure out where I can get one cut this big. Anyway, we'll clean that up later, but that's another idea for you, is just to put it in a box with sides and do your spray, and then it'll catch all the overspray. Okay, now you can see I like this pattern. This is the pattern I used on this one, kind of a leaf pattern. This is more of a fleur-de-lis. I'm going to dry it a minute with my there we go. Like I said, it dries pretty fast because it's alcohol. All right, now I've taken a piece of 11 by 4 1/4, and then I scored it on both sides. Let me grab my trimmer and I'll show you how I did that. So to get that double fold, on the 11-inch side, I scored it at 2 3/4. And then I turned it around, and on this opposite side, I scored it at 2 3/4. Okay, I'm going to need that here in a minute. So I'm going to leave that out. So that makes our card base. And then we're going to cover the front, pull my sample out here, with our misted background paper that we created. So I need it to be 4 by 2 1/2. Whoops. Here it is. So I'm going to trim off this little edge that has nothing on it. And then I'm going to do 2.5 by 4. You might want to cut the little edges off of these too. We're going to use most of this up for our card. So we're going to put one of these here. So we need to do another one. 2.5. I'm going to do it this way. There we go. Two and a half by 4. Let's do it this way. And save these little things. We're going to use those. Letha, yeah, they are 6-inch square. And there are some new ones, which I haven't ordered yet, in our holiday mini. There's a snowflake one that I want to grab too before they go away. What page would they be on? They're on page 9. There's kind of a candy cane. A little whoop-de-whoop snowflake, and these little dots. So 4 of the stencils, they're 6 by 6 for $6. And there are 2 sets, I believe, in the annual catalog that you can look at those too. If you go to leslie.stampinup.net and look, click on Shop Now, and then click on, it's either under Coloring Tools, you will find all of the stencils that are available. Wouldn't this be fabulous in some red for Christmas or Valentine's Day? This background, misted background, I think it would. Okay, now we're gonna make our little belly band, and my little strip just flew. It's 1 inches by 11, and it's not gonna fit all the way around because our card base is 11. And I'm just bending it, you know, wrapping it around the card base and then making my creases. You can kind of straighten them out, square them up here. Use your bone folder to really burnish the edges. And then we're going to use this square to hold everything together. So I've got my belly band. It doesn't fit, but we're going to use the square, and it's going to hold it all together. So I've got a square of the Blackberry Bliss, and it is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Oh, I forgot our little scrap pieces. We are going to cut these at 3/4 inches wide. So you're going to need 2 of these little scraps, because our belly band is 1 inch wide, and we want it a little narrower than our 1 inches. There we go. So then I'm going to adhere these closer to the outer edge, although they fit perfectly. Doesn't that look kind of like animal print a little bit? It just kind of, this little bit of it reminded me of animal print. I'm kind of an animal print girl. Anybody else out there like to wear animal print? I don't think it's going anywhere. I think we're still in style. If you like it, I think we're still in style. If it's not in style, who cares if we like to wear it? Letha likes animal print. Yeah, I went and bought a pair of jeans yesterday while I was just out and about, and I just grabbed a pair of jeans in my normal size that I've worn in the past, of the same brand, normal size. Speaking of animal print, they weren't animal print, they were just jeans, but I have to take them back. They were too snug, so I think they're making them smaller. I don't think I got bigger over the summer. How could that be? Gosh. It was disappointing. Oh, Letha bought a pair of leopard print tennis shoes. Love that. Okay, there's our belly band. I didn't do anything on the back. I just embellished the front there. And then I took my 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 square, and you probably can't even see, but I used my little triple punch here. It's got the corner rounder, which I use all the time. But I went ahead and embellished my square a little bit with this. Donna says, they say it is not the dryer that shrinks our clothes, it is the refrigerator. Yep, I think that's the case here. I think my refrigerator has been shrinking my clothes. Oh, yep, they're in the bag upstairs ready to go back. Although I took my mom, she needs to, her doctor wants her to work up to walking a mile. So we went over to a community center over here by us. If you're familiar with Lee Summit, it was Legacy Park Community Center. They have a nice track there that's even and soft and safe for her to use. She's using a walker right now. So I'm going to start walking with her several times a week. So maybe I'll get in those jeans yet. Kathy has a tiger print dress. Love it. Love it. Okay, there's our belly band. And then I had these out from last week. Our little square vellum doilies. Remember we used them last Wednesday on this card? So I thought, hey, that would look really good right there. I was going to layer a piece of white cardstock, but I thought the vellum doily looked really good. So since this part isn't going to show, I just put some vellum right in the center. So we have that so far, and then we're going to put our stamped image right on top of there. So I have a scrap of basic white, and I'm using the stamps and dies from the Pretty Pumpkins bundle. I'm using Cajun Craze for my pumpkins and Old Olive for my leaves. There we go. Okay, I was going to show you too. I haven't shown this in a long while. If you're new to our cling stamps, let me clean this off. I was going to show you an easy way to put your, our stamps come, they're in this nice piece of red rubber. And I always keep that. It just keeps them nested in there really nice, but it's not necessary to keep this. But then it also comes with a sheet of these stickers. So I was going to show you guys how I do this. I haven't shown this in a long while. But I take the whole sticker, and you have to make sure you get the whole layer out. And then I place it down on my work surface. Take my block, and then you're going to peel off this other backing. Sometimes you have to use a paper piercer on it to get it going, but if you have good fingernails. And then I just, like I'm stamping right on the back. It's hard for me to do this without getting my head right over it, but I'll try. There. So that is how I put those stickers on. You can also just peel the this backing off and then place your stamp on it, the back of your stamp on it. But I found this way is a lot easier and more precise. So I thought I'd just give you that little tip. Okay, then I colored my I used Cajun Craze, Stampin' Write markers, and Old Olive and the bronze for the stems of my pumpkin. So I apologize that I'm going to be coloring. This is kind of tedious and boring for you to watch, but I will try and go fast without coloring outside of the lines. You have to be careful with the Stampin' Write markers occasionally. I usually use Memento Tuxedo ink, Tuxedo black ink when I'm using these, because they do have a tendency to, the alcohol in them will blur your ink. But I didn't find it did that on these, and I don't know if it's because I'm using Cajun Craze for the stamped image and using Cajun Craze to color, and so I'm not noticing the blur. I just like the alcohol markers because they do not leave brush marks like markers will do. I don't know what the science is behind it, but if I'm going to color in an image, I always like to use my Stampin' Blends. Last week we used the Stampin' Write markers to stamp with, and I love them for that purpose. And other things as well, but for actual coloring in things, when we did this little pumpkin here, we used our Stampin' Write markers. Okay, then on this I used the light Old Olive. I'm going to try the dark on this one. Make it a little deeper. I said earlier, if you were late coming in, that I am beginning for my Hostess Club, or if you use the host code, the monthly host code, when you place an order with me online, or if you call me with an order, I'd be glad to place it for you. Your free gift is going to be a set of 3 make and take cards with a $50 order. And this month, the month of September, you will get, with a $50 order, you'll get your celebration reward, which is a free product out of the celebration catalog, as well as the card kit. And I said I cannot send, it's against my, I've sworn my life away that I cannot create kits with stamped images. So the kit will be 3 cards. They'll be layered cards. They'll be beautiful cards that you're used to if you've done any of my card kits before. But any stamped images, so the sentiment, and I think I've done this before, will be blank. You'll get a sentiment tag or a spot to place your sentiment, but you'll have to use something that's in your own stash. Or I will give you a list of products I used for the cards, and if you're wanting to order something, you're welcome to do that. Postage is going up the last quarter of the year. The Postal Service to probably pay for all of our Christmas shipping and packages is they're raising the postage. So I thought this would be a good way to be able to send you gifts that I'm not, it's not costing me in shipping more than I'm making, if you know what I mean. Shipping is ridiculous, but it is what it is. Now I'm taking my darker Stampin' Write markers and I'm just kind of tracing over those little lines on the image. So that is all the coloring. Sorry you had to watch all that. And then we're going to cut those out with the dies, the coordinating dies. And remember, when you get the stamp set and dies as a bundle, you save 10%. But always remember to use the bundle number to do that. Okay, how does this go? And if you ever have any questions or require help, just reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. Okay, let's cut these out. Whoops! When I put my order in today for my my little Christmas kit that I was talking about at the beginning, I might try and get me a magnetic platform and see how I like it for this. So I don't have to use so much tape. Okay. Now I'm going to use my Stampin' Dimensionals. And then I'm going to use a little glue here. Put my little vines on there. I don't know. I think I like the lighter ones. They show the veins of the leaves better. I don't know. Okay, the final thing we're going to do, and it looks like I didn't cut a piece of paper, is we're going to do the insert of the card. So hopefully I have some white right back here. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, this one is going to be 5.5 by 4. Actually, not 5.5. 5 1/4 by 4. And then I'm using the Gather Together Sentiment. I love the font on this set. And I'm stamping that in with the Blackberry Bliss to kind of go back to our card base. Not a pretty font. I wish I could write that well. Okay, and then we'll just adhere that, whoops, to the center. Got a little glue on there. And then you put your belly band on. There we go. Isn't that cute? So that's kind of a fun fold, as well as we did the background technique using a mister with our Stampin' Ink refill and our stencils. Okay, that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you have a good rest of your week. I will see you Monday for Make It Monday, and I don't know what we're going to do, but it'll be fun. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.